Welcome to this parliamentary celebration of our 60th anniversary in this our Jubilee year. That's all right. The program has us down as giving brief remarks, and I will be loyal to that injunction. Yes, I didn't realize this was a budget presentation. I want to associate myself with many of the remarks that have been made by the President of the Senate and the Speaker of the House in their brief remarks on some of the achievements since independence. I think they're absolutely right that in Jamaica we tend to mark ourselves very, very hard and are often scathing of our own accomplishments. But when you look at it objectively, we have indeed achieved a great deal, a tremendous amount over the 60 years. Having said that, our challenges are also very great, which is part of the confounding nature of our country, of which Professor Orlando Patterson wrote in his book. As one of the first colonies to gain independence in the New World, and the first in the English-speaking Caribbean, Jamaica remains a small but mighty nation. Mighty nation. 60 years in the life of every nation is a fairly short period of time, but we have already been impacting the world in immeasurable ways. Indeed, Jamaica has achieved tremendous success in many, many fields of endeavor. For example, many manifestations of our culture, be it our music, dance, cuisine, language, expressions and imagery, are rated, embraced, and even copied across the globe. Our most famous musical luminaries, in particular, have become icons of the reggae and dancehall genres, which we originated in this small island, whose messages of justice and hope have inspired peoples from across the world facing oppression in their struggles for freedom. Over 40 years since he departed this life, Bob Marley's music, image, and message of positive liberty for all mankind continue to grow across the world. And in my opinion, it is high time that we recognize this by affording him the status of a national hero. Our prowess in sports, and in particular track and field, is legendary, vastly outperforming the size and population of this small island state. None of us has any doubt that the 22nd Commonwealth Games now in progress in Birmingham, England, and the Under-20 World Championships in Cali, Colombia, will see our black, green, and gold flag continuing to fly high and hear our national anthem rippling and echoing across the stadium. In academia, in commerce, in science and the professions, Jamaicans are having a notable and positive impact wherever we go. Jamaican workers are respected around the world for their productivity, work ethic, and high standards of service wherever they are treated fairly and with dignity at the workplace. So, in our Jubilee year, it is a time to celebrate Jamaica's tremendous achievements. We have so much to be proud of and thankful for as we celebrate. Since 1962, Jamaica has remained a constitutional democracy governed by the rule of law, and we choose our governments by democratic elections, and we accept the will of the people. We enjoy freedom of expression, freedom of the press, an area in which we rank amongst the highest in the world. We have built important institutions to strengthen our governance systems, and we need to make them work for all our people. And so that we can build confidence in our democratic way of life. And the Prime Minister mentioned Indicom as an example, and I think it's a good example because it shows both what we can achieve and how we fall short. There was a review of the Indicom Act, a statutory review, went into it in detail with numerous recommendations, which was finalized in 2015. We need to implement those recommendations and strengthen that institution. In international diplomacy and politics, Jamaica has made its mark by standing up for principle, even at times when we are under pressure to do otherwise. Jamaica has been respected for our adherence to the principles of non-alignment, non-interference, self-determination, the rule of international law, and the pursuit of equity and justice among nations. These principles are the foundations of our nation's democracy, and we depart from them to our detriment. As we revel in our many achievements in celebrating 60 years as an independent nation, we should not allow Jamaica 60 to go without reflecting on the future of our country and what it will take to overcome the adversities and challenges which confront us in our daily lives. Our path to independence was charted by the blood, sweat, and tears of our ancestors, many of whom suffered and died to secure the rights that we enjoy as citizens today. The struggle, sacrifices, and immense resilience of the Jamaican people are embodied in our national heroes, who are a constant inspiration to us all. We must not forget their sacrifice. We must never take our constitutional rights, responsibilities, and democratic freedoms for granted. We must continue to strengthen and improve the systems and institutions which ensure the rights, responsibilities, and freedoms of our people, and that promote transparency, integrity, and accountability in all areas of governance. Lest we forget, our journey to full political independence is still incomplete. Our head of state is not a Jamaican and has never lived here. Our final court of appeal remains a vestige of colonial rule, sitting in London, thousands of miles away, and a majority of our people have no practical means of accessing justice there. After 60 years of standing on our own, there are a few out there who still believe that we are not ready to complete the circle of our political independence. It is time to cast aside such negative self-doubt. Jamaica 60 is an opportunity for us to come together and recommit to full political independence by removing the last vestiges of past colonial rule. So let us come together to achieve these outstanding and fundamental elements of our national independence. Further procrastination is an affront to our nationhood and our sense of self. Let us demonstrate once again in this era that the spirit of nation building, which led our forefathers and mothers to fight for our freedoms and lay the foundations for our independence, are still alive and well and capable of leading us forward. Mr. Prime Minister, the time is now. I close by wishing my parliamentary colleagues, the Senate and the House, and all Jamaicans at home and abroad, and indeed our esteemed visitors who are here with us this afternoon, a happy Independence Day tomorrow when it comes. May God grant us foresight and fortitude as we continue on this national journey to reignite our nation's greatness. One love.